Hello, I'm Steve and you're watching Rambeast Projects, and this is my wife, Heather.
What up?
Today, she's going to be installing
all new lights in my car.
But in the meantime, she's got to go do
freaking cookie booth. Hey, fun.
Cookie mode.
Listen, I know that that's not safe, officer. I'm not driving that way.
Here, Hawk. This is not safe because these can become missiles, projectiles.
I understand.
And they can hit you in the head and knock you unconscious.
I understand.
What the world is going on?
I don't want to demonetize your channel, but there's so much I want to say and can't right now.
I like the way that you went down slowly so that you didn't damage the product.
Thanks.
That was a great job.
That was...
God, it is hot out here.
It's like 50 degrees almost. You know, this cookie thing is a little crazy. I'm so glad that she's not doing this next year. This is nuts. I think this is like what, the third pickup? Because we have to go to you go to a tractor trailer once a week.
I go to a shady tractor trailer parking lot pickup once a week. It's crazy. I literally pull up in an empty parking lot and there's nothing there except for two men in a tractor trailer full of Girl Scout cookies. And I say Troop 4113, and then they give me my 37 to 40 cases of cookies that I need. They nod their head, I nod my head, and then we roll. Yeah, how many times have we unloaded cookies into the house and then brought them back into the car, then unload them again back to the house? Yo, Apple Watch gets a workout. Thank you, baby. When the wife's done doing this, we're gonna go over to her aunt and uncle's house, who have an awesome pole barn. It's heated, it's got a lift, and they're graciously lending it to us for like about an hour to do her install. Just have to test real quick to make sure it still works. Oh my God. I have to. No lights. Yeah. You can't see me, but I can see you guys. The wife's finally home. The cookies have been re-delivered back to the house and taken into the house. And we're finally on our way to our aunt and uncle's house to do the install. And that's just a little example. I'll turn off the interior lights of our light output that we have with the OEM lights. I'm looking at the screen, it looks pitch black. That's pretty bad. Look. Oh, I drive it. It's my life. Yeah, you can't even see it on the screen. Oh man.
Oh, look at that. I can see me now. So we're going to swap these things out. Hopefully that makes a huge difference. The wife, she's already winning.
Winner. Alright guys, tonight we're going to be installing replacement lighting upgrades from Diode Dynamics in my 2017 4Runner. We're going to be installing their all-new SL1 series LED low beam H11 replacement bulbs. Along with that, we're going to be installing their front turn signal switchbacks with load resistor kit, tail as you turn module for the rear tail lights, and these are all for that, and LED replacement bulbs for the tag lights. All right, we're going to start with the LED low beam replacements. This is all new technology from Diode Dynamics. Well, would you look at that?
Simply plug and play.
All right. I'm ready to get dirty. First thing we're gonna do is remove our OEM bulb. And to do that, you're gonna get in here to where your dust cover is, and you're gonna turn that in a counterclockwise motion. And then there's this little tab thing here. You're gonna pop that, and that comes nicely off. We're gonna reach in and find our bulb and turn that counterclockwise. Heard that. We're gonna gently get that out. All right, now once you have that out of the socket, there's this little clip here. And you're going to push that up. I got it. I got it. You guys, I made it look a lot harder than what it actually is. It's a lot easier than that. All right, so my handsome assistant brought me over my new LED light. So for this, I'm going to place this new LED replacement bulb into the headlight. Okay, it's fully seated now, so I'm going to turn it clockwise. And now that that's in there, I'm going to take the driver plug and plug it into the factory wiring that's there. Did you hear that click? Yeah. Okay. And then before I put the dust cover back on, I'm just gonna go ahead and check to make sure that works. That didn't work.
So if this should happen, all you need to do is reverse the plug's polarity and you should be fine. So we're gonna go ahead and unplug it and reverse the polarity. Heddy's gonna turn the car off first.
That means we gotta take this back out, right?
You're just gonna unplug it and twist the plug 180 and plug it back in. Completely around, yep.
We're gonna retest. Whew, I see some jeans lit up. Oh, I just did that, I just did that, I just did that.
So what do you think of the difference?
That there's definitely a difference. That's really bright and that's kind of yellowed. You guys, getting it done, getting it done.
She's too much.
Now that we checked and it does work, I'm gonna go ahead and put the driver and the rest of the extra wiring back inside the headlight. And then when that's all in there nice and neatly, I'm gonna go ahead and get my dust cover. We're gonna put that bad boy back on by getting it lined up. And then we're gonna turn it in a clockwise motion. All right, now I'm gonna do the same exact thing over on the driver's side. Success.
I'm a fan. This is my first set of LED headlights that I've ever had, and I'm liking it. Can't wait to road test these things.
Here, we'll get a road test on the way home because we're out in the middle of nowhere right now. What's up next?
We're installing the switchbacks with the resistors.
All right, guys, in order to get to your turn signal bulb, you're going to have to remove these 3 10mm bolts. Working on cars is dirty.
It's fun now. And you're spending time with your husband. This is quality time.
Yeah. I-N-D-E. Okay, we actually discovered that there is a 4th bolt that we have to take off. And that is right over here in the front. Okay.
So what you're gonna do is actually pry down on the inner wheel well and pop it out to give you access up inside there to the bulb.
There she is.
So you're gonna twist that bulb counterclockwise and then unplug it and remove it. And the bulb's out.
Nice work. I'll get you the new one.
Well, there's actually a little bit more to this process than just replacing the bulb on this side. We have to install a load resistor Go inside the engine compartment, babe, and tell me if you can see any wires moving, because it might be easier to install the load resistor in the engine compartment if I can do it. So I'm sliding this wire back and forth. Do you see anything moving?
Oh yeah, lots of stuff.
Well, you see the wire that I'm moving?
Yeah.
Okay, grab that and hold it so I know which one. You got it?
Yeah.
What I was talking about is the load resistors. Are these guys right here. So if you don't install these with the switchbacks, what's going to happen is it's going to hyper flash, and we don't want that. So, and they come with these quick snap connectors. I personally don't care for them, so I brought some posi tap connectors. It's probably going to be a little difficult getting up inside there, but we'll figure it out. We'll get her done. Okay, so what I found is it's easier to tap in and install the resistors from inside here. I found the actual harness that goes down in. So you're gonna tap in and install the resistor on the blue and the white wire. Part of the tap's in the blue wire, so now we're gonna tap into the white wire. It's really nice because the wire just, I don't know if you can see that, it slides right in there. You can see that little piece of metal that actually punctures the wire as you screw this on there, and it locks it into place. It's a good thing my hands got smaller since I lost weight.
Yeah, because I would have tapped into a wire. Let's just be honest. You did a very nice job. Good work out of you.
You're funny. Okay.
You did exactly like I told you to.
Alright, so that's done. So then we're gonna strip that off a little bit more. Not much, just a little bit. Take the other hand of the posi tap, and you're gonna twist these a little bit, the wire a little bit, so it's not all over the place. Slide that up through like that, and then you screw this into one of the taps. While you're screwing, you want to push the wire down as well. Make sure it gets locked in there. You don't want it pulling out.
So it's more of a screw push at the same time.
Yeah, screw push. Okay, that's nice and tight. It's another reason why you want to take your wife out to the shop. She keeps you laughing and chuckling the whole time.
All I see is hands.
Alright, it's in there. Before we use double-sided tape and actually mount this resistor inside the engine compartment, we're going to double check to make sure everything's functioning as it should. So, we still have to put the bulb in.
Bulb would help.
The bulb that we're installing is a 7443 HP24 cool white and amber switchback.
The bulb is actually in the housing now, so we're going to go ahead and test it before we tighten everything up. Oh, that's a much better, brighter color. Oh, I like it. I like it so much, I just gotta chill.
That's a big difference, man. Look at that.
All right, so now that we have everything in and it's working, we're gonna go ahead and tighten everything back up.
And then we're just gonna repeat the process on the driver's side.
All right, guys, installation complete. First of all, I feel so official with this light. So we went ahead and we mounted the resistors in this engine compartment. And if you can see, we have one right here. That's your driver's side. In order to put the resistors in the driver's side, we removed the battery, and that made it a lot easier. It just gave us, and by us I mean Steve, it gave him a lot more room to get in there and to actually get everything where it needed to be. And then over here on our passenger side, Same thing, the resistor is mounted over here. Oh, hell no. No.
We're on the sticks.
I'm liking them. I'm liking them a lot. They're nice and bright. And I have a bright, bubbly personality, so it matches me. All right, guys, so up next, we're gonna be installing the tail as turn along with the backup module. In order to remove the taillight, I'm gonna go in through the back of the car where there's an access panel using a flathead screwdriver. There's a little notch here. I'm just gonna nicely and gently put that in there, work my way up, and boop, pops off. Once you have the access panel off, there's a plug back here. On the gray portion of it, you're gonna go ahead and press the button and release that. And then also there are two 10mm nuts that I need to take off. There's one out. That noise helps.
I had to step in because this was a you-know-what, SOB to get out. It's ridiculous. You gotta, it's in here, you gotta pull here and like slam your hand against the side of this at the same time to remove it because it's locked in there and it's that tight. So, sorry wife, I had to step in.
Hey, thank you.
Normally I would use like a drop cloth or something to put this down on top of it, but I don't have anything. The wife needs a break. Her feet are freezing, so I'm taking over. What we have here is tail as turned, plus the module from Diode Dynamics, and we have the bulb replacements. So I'm gonna remove the OEM incandescent bulbs. And I'm going to install the Diode Dynamics bulbs. This is the 7443 XP80 in white. And this one's going to go in your top one. Install the new bulb, insert, seat, and turn clockwise. Now we're going to install the 921 XP50. Insert the bulb, make sure it's seated, put it into the taillight, make sure it's seated, turn clockwise. These modules come with the resistor already installed. This is going to plug into your factory harness inside the car. You're going to use the supplied vampire clamp and you're going to attach this to the green wire. It's pretty simple. Make sure it's seated in there. Make sure that wire is down in the metal. You're going to take a pair of pliers and you're going to crunch this down. And you're going to plug this into the vampire clamp. And this is ultimately going to turn the original turn signal into a backup light, along with this being a backup light, and this is going to be your new turn signal. I'll put the tail light in, the wife's going to tighten it up and plug it back in, and then we're going to test it before we tighten all the nuts. You're just going to feed it through the hole here before you reinstall. And man, this was something to take out.
That's an understatement.
Hey, it's in there. Okay. Yeah! Wow, that's bright. Now we're just going to repeat the process on the passenger side.
Both lights have been placed back in. We've checked. Everything is working. So Steve's going to go ahead and turn them on so that you guys can see the big reveal. They are some bright have one more final thing that we need to do tonight, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna replace the bulbs that are over top of my license plate. In order to replace the old lights with these new HP3 LED bulbs, we're going to have to remove 2 screws on each light with a Phillips head. That out. Here's the old bulb that we're going to pop out. Get one of our new ones. I'm going to line it up just so.
Yep.
Maybe before we put that in, we should go test it. All right, we got light. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and reverse everything that I just did. Now that I finished the right side, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna do the same to the left side. And there they are. I did such a good job putting all these lights in that I think you should wash my car for me tomorrow.
So what'd you think, babe? Did you do a good job?
I just got done telling my fans that I did such a good job that I think you should wash my car tomorrow.
It's gonna be pouring tomorrow.
Okay.
So how's it feel to work on your own car and do your own mods?
It was good. It felt good. Thankfully, I had a really good partner to help me because I needed help. 11:21. I think we got here at like what, 8:30-ish?
Yeah, something like that. We ran into some difficulties. The resistors took a little bit longer to install because you don't have a lot of real estate underneath inside the fender here.
Especially on the driver's side.
Especially on the driver's side. So removing the battery and installing the resistors inside the engine compartment actually looks a lot cleaner. I mean, you can see them. You probably wouldn't see them underneath there, but at least they're elevated and they're not going to get wet. You have to worry about them shorting out or anything like that. So I'm liking it. I'm a big fan of these switchbacks. It looks sharp.
Yeah, I'm loving the look of all of the lights on the truck. Alright guys, so hopefully you enjoyed today's video and hopefully it wasn't too painful watching me do what I did. If you like this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, make sure you subscribe and click that little notification button and you'll get the ding ding whenever we upload our new videos.
And special thanks to Diode. Everything that we installed today will be listed in the description below. And as always, we have a lot of important information in the description, so you got to check that out. Every video we post or upload, rather, make sure you check that stuff out.
All right, I'm cold.
Say bye, y'all.